Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt both pleaded guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse in December. Now Jodi's niece, Jessie, is coming forward with the abuse they suffered at Jodi's hands. We do want to welcome back Jessie Hildebrandt now. Jessie, I know this is hard to revisit. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Jessie, as much as you're comfortable, can you share a little with us what specifically you experienced and endured at the hands of your aunt?
Yeah. So there was a lot of physical abuse that was happening, and there was a lot of spiritual and emotional abuse that happened. Similar things that kind of connect my story to the one at hand is being duct taped, being locked in isolation, not being allowed to speak to people, having food withheld, having water withheld, working out in the sun and not really having access to things that I would need, not having access to clothes, to jackets, to the shoes that I had in the middle of winter. My feet were coming through the bottoms of them. I was not, like I said, not allowed to speak to anyone. So if anyone came up to me, whether it be at church or anywhere outside, I would have to just stare at them, and I wouldn't be allowed to like respond to them if they asked me even a direct question. Otherwise, I would have to wear duct tape on my mouth. I was told that Satan was literally working through me, that Jesus was literally, not figuratively, working through Jodi, and Jodi would use these dreams. She would have dreams to rationalize behavior and rationalize punishment. She would say, like, Jesus told her something in a dream, and then she had to punish it because she knew I was lying, and that I was this masterful manipulator, manipulating everywhere and around me for literally anything. Being forced to sleep outside in the snow. And I found out years later that she had told my family that she was afraid I was going to murder her in her sleep. And that's why she kept me outside. And I believed all of it. I mean, I was a faithful member of the Mormon Church. I was an angsty, sad, depressed teenager. On paper, I followed all the rules. I believed in the church, and I knew I needed help, or I thought I needed help, and so I trusted my aunt. I mean, one, she's my aunt, and two, was a professional. Yeah. And so there was, her whole modality was that shame. It's so darkly ironic that the thing that makes her so believable is that she gets close to the truth and then deviates really hard. And she focuses so much on shame and how shame destroys people's lives, and then she perpetuates the shame so deeply. But her whole idea was that she was obsessed with confession, and because I was getting worse under her care, it was because I wasn't confessing to my sins. And so she was forced to make my life more and more difficult, to force the sin out.
And
so
Jessie, I don't mean to interrupt here. It's striking me, not only the physical abuse here, but the emotional and mental abuse of being told and impressed upon you at that young age that you are a bad and evil child. Jessie, when I spoke with you last, one thing that I think really outraged our viewers on your behalf is that you said you told police about the abuse and they did nothing. I do want to play a clip from former CIA officer and FBI Special Agent Tracy Walter reacting to this. Let's listen to this.
This is a systematic failure. This is a woman. Jodi Hildebrandt had a valid mental health license until September of 2023. That is after she was charged. And then she was asked to voluntarily submit that back.
Jessie, very quickly, do you agree that authorities did not do enough to stop this?
Oh, not at all. At all. And the fact that not only did I go to the police when I was 16, but people in my church were very concerned going to they call them bishops, but like a pastor. But she was also being looked at in 2012 for breaking HIPAA. Like, she's been under investigation for a long time. This isn't the first time in that, like, she's been in the public eye for, breaking the law.
Jodi Hildebrandt, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.